BC, what's up? Just another Vinyl Finds video. Been have a pretty big stack of records come in, and over the last little bit, and cleaned them up, and this is what I've been kind of listening to. I can't remember what channel I was watching. Maybe it was mad at too many records or something. He talks about the fact that you always have such like a lot of input coming in, or incoming albums that you don't play stuff that's on your shelves, and I'm kind of at that point. I think a purge is near. I just can't keep collecting without rotating out. Like, I'm never gonna listen to some of these again, and that's the reality of it. So I think a purge is coming soon. I don't really like to trade in at record stores, so I don't know if I'm gonna list them for sale here, or my eBay, or I don't really sell on Discogs, but maybe I'll start there. But I don't know. Anyways, I'll keep you posted on that. But so yeah, Vinyl Finds this week. A little bit of everything. That's how I normally do. But got this from Record Jungle out in LA. You guys have heard me say that a lot over the last year. I've bought a lot from them. He has such quality records, great prices. And so this one was Cannibal Adderley, Nippon Soul, recorded in Tokyo. This first mono press with the blue label. You can't really see it here because it's on the turntable, but it's got Yusef Lateef and his brother Nat Adderley. So yeah, just a nice little set here. Sam Jones, Louis Hayes, Joe. I always pronounce his name wrong. Zono. I don't know. Maybe someone could tell me how to pronounce it. But yeah, just a nice live recording here. Good stuff. Next is a new artist. Forgot where I heard her. She's a poet, musician out of London. Arlo Parks is her name. New out. I think it just came out in 2020, actually. Maybe like the end of 2020, early 2021. Yeah, just like a nice, kind of a nice, like a different kind of voice. I don't know. It's like an indie type. I'm trying to see who she sounds like. You know what I mean? Not like a Lana Del Rey voice, but something kind of like similar to that. Just really enjoyed it. Got to listen to it again. Only gave it one spin, so check it out on Bandcamp or something. You can listen to it. Next one was another new album. I don't know where I hear these. Probably on Instagram or something. But MusicianisCasa overall, and the album is I Think I'm Good. So this is like kind of my wheelhouse. This is kind of like Takuya Kuroda, little hip hop, with jazz. Probably more on the hip hop side, maybe, with jazz, kind of sprinkled in, which is enjoyable. I've been kind of really enjoying that lately. The jazz mixed with hip hop. So this is a nice new artist that, nice album. I think it's a pretty cheap album too on Amazon. Another one from Record Jungle out in LA, CTI label, Freddie Hubbard, Skydive. I forgot who I was listening to. They were talking about, maybe it was the guy in the In-Groove. He was talking about CTI. You used to always find them for $1 and stuff. And this one's still not terribly expensive. You could probably get it for under 10. And look at that lineup there. Ron Carter, Billy Cobham, George Benson, Keith Jarrett, Ray Barretto, Hubert Laws, Airto. So really nice. Kind of funky at times. A little bit of soul. Definitely not Bob. So typical CTI time frame. I got this one from Glass House out in Pomona a while back. This is the Selden Powell Sextet. Original mono press on Royal Roost. Let's see here. Who's in here with him? Just a really nice, this is a real nice late night record. Pretty slow. Jimmy Cleveland, Freddie Green, Aaron Bell, O.C. Johnson, Gus Johnson. I think this was like from 1956 or 58. One of those two. Late 50s. But yeah, just a nice late night record. Probably more in the bop category, not hard bop. But yeah, I had this on the other night with a glass of whiskey, and it really did the trick. Next one, also from Glass House out in LA. Never have enough Gene Ammons. You know, he made enough records, so if you want them, you can get them. Boss Tenor. On Prestige, just a later pressing, mid 60s. The blue label there. I know everybody hates that sound, but I like these, so don't really care. Gene Ammons, Tommy Flanagan, Dud Watkins, Art Taylor, Ray Barretto. So really nice lineup here. Really, you know, really nice album. He's really in the zone on this one, and yeah, any Gene Ammons, I pretty much pick it up because I feel he's pretty consistent. So once again, going out to Record Jungle out in LA. Lee Morgan, The Sixth Sense. One I did not have, you know, as far as Lee Morgan goes. One that, you know, it gets showed, but not a lot. This, you know, the mid to late 70s, White Bee. Sounds great. Just a consistent album from Lee. You know, it's not gonna be his best album, but the personnel's great. Lee Morgan, Jackie McLean, Frank Mitchell, Cedar Walton, Victor Sproles, and Billy Higgins. So I'm kind of I don't want to say Lee Morgan completist, more of a Horace Silver completist, if I had to say, for jazz. And but you know, any Lee Morgan I pick up. Next one from you know, someone that's been reissuing their whole catalog, and I've been buying most of them. But this one is probably one of my favorite. P.J. Harvey. And Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea is the title. I don't need to go into, you know, I've seen a lot of people show this already. I had it for a while, I just haven't listened to it, so it was nice to finally do that. Man, they really do a good job on these P.J. Harvey reissues. You know, nice thick vinyl. The cover's just really nice, and sound is great. So P.J. Harvey, you know, indie rock, alternative. She just, her songwriting is just really, like, you know, intense. I feel like you can just really feel it, and this is just, I think, one of her best. So I was happy to get that one. One that I had never even seen, to be honest with you. When it came up for sale, Record Jungle, this was sealed. I unsealed it, of course. The record shouldn't stay sealed. This is Spiritualizing the Senses, Horace Silver with Eddie Harris. This is, you know, Bobby Shaw, Bob Mays, Ralph Moore, Carl Burnett. I don't even know what label this is. This is just, I never even heard of this. Silvetto Productions. But yeah, really nice album, actually. Later Horace Silver. This is from, like, I think the early 80s. Yeah, 82. So look at that. Early 80s, just really nice. You know, a little bit of soul, a little bit of contemporary. You know, elements of avant-garde in there, but not like crazy. Just, yeah, it was really nice. Really kind of surprised. It was a blind buy. I never even heard it. But, you know, Horace Silver. Like I said, I'm a Horace Silver completist, so I didn't even know that existed. So another reissue from the folks over at Pure Pleasure. This one took a minute to track down. I think I got this from Plaid Room, but yeah, this is another one, you know, that I think was sold out for a little bit. But this was a brand new record that they found from the Strata East catalog. Such Great Friends. As you can see up there, you got Stanley Cowell, Billy Harper, Reggie Workman, and Billy Hart. Really nice reissue on the Strata East label. Pure Pleasure really does a nice job with this. They're pretty transparent with the mastering. You know, if they do it from digital or analog, they're they're pretty good about telling you. So this is AAA. You know, it's just a lost tape that they found. I think they found it in the 90s or something like that, but it wasn't issued. I think it came out on CD first. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, typical Strata East, just really, really nice. If you guys haven't heard this yet, definitely check it out. I think it can still be had now. This was probably, maybe this one or another one is probably the big pickup in the last couple months for me. I'm a huge fan. I don't see his stuff very often, so when I do, I jump on it. This is Nathan Davis, The Sixth Sense in the 6th house, or in the 11th house. Sixth Sense in the 11th house, I'm sorry. This is on the French Segu record, Seg. But just a perfect copy, near mint. It's in the shrink still. I should take the shrink off. I don't know why I haven't. I mean, so good. Nathan Davis, Professor Davis. He actually taught at the University of Pittsburgh. Sam Records introduced me to Nathan Davis, actually, with that 3 LP set that they had, the live set that came out. But an artist that he spent a lot of time in Europe until he came back in his later years and taught at the University of Pittsburgh. But Nathan Davis, he plays tenor, soprano, bass, clarinet, and flute on this. Alan Dawson, Roland Hanna, and of course the great Richard Davis also plays on this. Yeah, you see, it says right here, 10-year stay in Europe, and then he finally came back here. But a lot of his stuff gets, his early solo albums were released on the Segu label. This one in Makatuka, definitely my favorite, so definitely check it out. That was a nice purchase. Another one from Record Jungle in LA, Terry Collier, Occasional Rain. I don't see many of his records, so when I see them, I try to get them on cadet. Almost like singer-songwriter jazz. It's like or soul. I don't know. It's like a weird. I don't know how to explain Terry Collier. So I'll sit here and think for another 5 minutes before I'm so bad at like explaining what I hear. So another one that been wanting for a while. This is Louder Than Love, Soundgarden. It's still got the price sticker on it. $1.99 at some point. 1993 maybe. It was $1.99. Yeah, Soundgarden, early Soundgarden. Not my favorite, but still hard and heavy and just really, really nice. Just that early grunge out of Seattle, obviously, and yeah, really great. Nice to have that. I've been looking for a first press of this album for a long time, and I didn't want to pay up for it, so I saw that they were repressing this on the from the original tapes. Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker. Great record. I don't really need to go into too much detail about that, but this is a nice pressing. Another one, Prestige, the great Booker Irvin, the songbook. It's the green Prestige label, so it's a later pressing, but nice shape. Got Booker Irvin, Tommy Flanagan, Richard Davis again on bass, and Alan Dawson again on drums. So a couple of the guys that were on Nathan Davis's record there play with Booker here. Man, he's just on fire on this record, Booker Irvin. He's just playing his ass off and really, really nice. I really enjoyed this record. It's a different cover, I think. Man, I think another one of the covers is like a yellow brick or something like that, but this is, like I said, a repress, so real nice. Elmo Hope Sextet and Trio, so it's two different recordings on this. It's called Homecoming. And check this out. Look at that Riverside label. It was like it was pressed wrong out of the square. Isn't that crazy? I never seen that before. Yeah, so once, it's not even like one side is this, one side is that. Like there's like two sextet songs on the first side and one trio. They really mixed it up. So the trio is Hope, Percy Faith, and Philly Joe Jones. And then the sextet is Blue Mitchell, Jimmy Heath, Frank Foster, Elmo Hope, Percy Heath, and Philly Joe Jones. So recorded 2 different dates, like a week apart in 1961. Just really nice hard bop, Riverside. You know, he's just, I'm a big fan of Elmo Hope. I don't have a lot of stuff from his. It's hard to, you know, it never pops up usually. I don't know if it just didn't sell a lot back in the day, but yeah, I was really excited to get that first mono. So love that Riverside label. It's a shame they pressed it wrong. But next couple, I'll just show them both at the same time. A couple of the Black Jazz releases. Got Henry Franklin, the Skipper. I missed out on the, you know, the black and white smoke, so I got the Zia alternative, the orange and black. You know, don't even go. A lot of people show this. Terrific Black Jazz. Between the Awakening and the Skipper. I know I posted this on Instagram. I don't think I ever showed it, but I got like pretty much all of them that they put out now, except for one. What, the Patterson, Kelly Patterson or something like that. But yeah, these are all great, so check them out. These 2 probably my favorite of the bunch. Although Rudolph Johnson, not half bad. Spring Rain, it's like a nice one. All right, Coal Mine. Over the quarantine time, I think it was like was it Friday or? I think it was every Friday they had like a new song that artists would put out. You know, just they call it Brighter Days Ahead. You know, just trying to get people through tough times. And eventually they made a compilation. So Brighter Days Ahead. You know what you're getting from Coal Mine. Just I got the blue and yellow. So check it out. It's kind of like a Soul Slabs. You know, if you have any of those, just. Various artists and you know, Monophonics and Duran Jones, all the, you know, all the above. And yeah, got this one as well, Aaron Frazier. This is his new one that just came out. Obviously, drummer for Duran Jones and the Indications. It's like a purple blue. Really nice. I always enjoyed his voice on all the Duran Jones albums. And yeah, nice to have a solo record from him. I gotta listen to it again. I only gave it 1 spin, but what I heard I really enjoyed. So looking forward to spinning this again to get a little bit more. I watched him on the Tonight Show the other night too. He did real good. So give this a listen. If I'm sure most of you guys already know about Aaron Frazier, but all right, Sunra, Celestial Love on the Modern Harmonic label. They're reissuing a lot of his stuff. You know, they reissued Fireside Chat with Lucifer. You know, I got the Vinyl Me Please pressing, but they did one as well. Yeah, another nice one from Sunra. They do, Modern Harmonic does a real nice job with these represses. As you can see, first ever reissue. It's really nice. They're going through the catalog, and yeah, you know what you're getting with Sunra. So this one and Fireside Chat with Lucifer up there for me for Sunra. I think this one's a little bit more accessible as a Sunra record, I think. So if you know you're like Sunra, you know I can't handle that. Maybe give this one a listen, see what you think. It's not as out there. All right, I think this came out in the '90s actually, but this is the first time it was been reissued, or I think it's the first time on vinyl with this cover. I think is what it is. But this is Sonny Chirac, Ask the Ages. This is the Vinyl Me Please red pressing. 2,000 copies. Lacquers cut by Ryan Smith at Sterling Sound, pressed at QRP, which is nice. This was Chirac's final, you know, free jazz album. Pharoah Sanders, Elvin Jones also on here. Terrific album. You know, what a way to go out, you know, for Sonny Chirac. I mean, this is a really nice album, especially if you like free jazz. So, all right, a couple more here. I'll show that one last, I guess. That was not that big. Picked this up from Instagram seller. Jackie McLean, Let Freedom Ring. Has some cover issues. Man, I'm coughing a lot. Had some tape and stuff like that up here that I did a pretty good job getting it off. But yeah, really nice Jackie McLean album. This is like the early 70s Black Bee. I got this for a smoking deal. Jackie McLean, Walter Davis, Herbie Lewis, and Billy Higgins. One of my favorite Jackie McLean albums. Kind of, current to, kind of Let Freedom Ring. He was, writing about, stuff back in the day that was meaningful to him, as far as that, hence the title. And yeah, just a really nice Blue Note album. I always enjoyed this cover as well, even though it's just writing pretty much. But with him being in the L up there, I don't know. I think just visually, it's a very nice cover. So check it out. And last but not least, the new Foo Fighters. I picked up the Target variant when I was there. I was like, I'll get it, whatever. So, listened to it once. I didn't hate it, so I felt like that was a plus. There were some bright moments and some, kind of like the Gigaton, the Pearl Jam album. I felt like this had some bright moments, but just a couple songs I was kind of like, maybe I need to listen to it again. But overall, I think it's a pretty solid album. I don't know if anybody's Foo Fighters fans, but I've always enjoyed their music. Kind of always followed Dave Grohl, so yeah. That's it. That's my pickups for this week, guys. So, hope everyone's doing well. Pretty good, spring break with my kids. We went up to Nashville and went to the Country Music Hall of Fame, and kind of disappointed. We flew into Huntsville, Alabama, and I wanted to go to Muscle Shoals. It was only about an hour away, but we didn't have time. So, anyways, enough about me. Take care. Hope everyone's doing well.